Oh, totally forgot about this question. It was the one I announced, like, oh, somebody said my question. Don't read my question and answer video. I have to respond to this immediately. Haha. Yeah. One small, tiny detail. Could you guys ask these questions in English if I do it on my English channel? Would be awesome. It saves me some time translating it. But let's do on the fly translation. Um, it was a longish email, and he was talking about the independent gaming scene, indie scene, and uh, and it's about the independent gaming scene. um, this one developed in the past few years something bigger. Uh, Things like the humble indie bundle were always a huge success. There are huge amounts of interesting projects, and with the digital distribution platforms today, they are even better organized. There is no profit gear. Uh, there's no uh, there's no only profit involved, something like that. But honest developer offering their games without merchant in between, without DRM, and for a good price. What's your opinion about indie games? Did you buy one so far or not? Do you like the idea or don't? Okay, that was kind of rough translation, but I guess the answer is kind of easier. Stein-Ulme, he asked the question. Independent gaming scene. I actually like the idea. It kind of reminds me of the beginning of the gaming industry where three people in their garage or sitting there and coding in BASIC some awesome games. People like Richard Garriott were kinda independent developers at their time, and they made a huge success and stuff like that. I mean, I think Richard Garriott coded what was Ultima Zero, Alcalabas or something, just for fun, while studying or something, and it was a huge success. And all the Ultima games after that. And I like the idea of the independent gaming scene, and I did buy quite a lot of indie games, Minecraft, for example. Wait, and I did buy one of the indie packs, Mechanarium 2, whatever it's called, and there were some other games with it. And I kind of like the idea that you can, again, just sit down, code a little bit, and make a profitable game, actually, if it's good. The problem, again, with the indie scene is that it's starting to get too big. They are, I wouldn't, I wouldn't say they are only honest developers. If you, have you heard of Fortress Craft on Xbox Live Advance? Uh, it's kind of one to one copy of Minecraft with little bit better graphics, um, less things to build, and it's a blatant copy, in my opinion. It's a blatant copy. I don't know why. I can't remember his name. The developers of Minecraft didn't sue him into oblivion. But yeah, not to mention there's always quite a lot of crap in the indie scene. I've seen quite a lot of it. Okay, price, yeah, sure. The price is usually okay. It's for $10 you can't really say a lot. The problem again is for $10 I can get a well developed old game from GOG. So do I buy a indie game where I'm not really sure if I like it, how long it is? Of course, stuff like Minecraft is worth its investment. It was $20 when I bought it, and I never spent $20 better in my life. And but like I said, in one of the bundles I bought, there were some stupid games like And Yet It Moves. Didn't really like that game. Some other games. I don't know. I'm not really looking too much into the indie scene. I'm not up to date with it. What I kind of like is I'm more interested in the development cycle than the games itself, or the development itself, like the games itself. Like the adventure game studio. I'm more interested in the software that helps even non-programmers to create good games. And I was thinking of coding something myself. Something like a wizardry game creator. It gives you the basics, like you can make up your own classes. Oh, this mage needs more, it's a lot of intelligence or whatever, and you can set some variables and stuff like that, and create your own dungeons with automatic map creator, AIs. Yes, I actually wanted to make AIs for the map creating process. There was the Ant AI, which is usually used, which would have been used for mines, because ants usually have these long corridors, and it might make sense for mine. Or the Monster AI, which builds its own cave or castle, like for its needs. So I usually hate it when a castle is built like it doesn't make sense. Like you go into the castle and the first thing you have to do is climb a ladder. Yes, people are going to build castles like that. Or they put the barracks in the east end and the the kitchen with and the food room at the other end. Yes, because you want to sleep and then jog half an hour through the castle in order to eat. I don't think so. And then there was another AI. I think it was a water AI that created caves and stuff like that. But it never saw the light of day. Because I'm coding all the time at work and I don't really feel like coding when I'm home again. It's kind of sad, but not to mention I can't draw worth shit, so I never really bothered with that. But like I said, I do support indie games. I do like the idea. And the good thing with indie games is that usually the gameplay is more important than the graphics. Because they don't have this huge budget, you just pump into the graphics. Oh, we need better graphics. We need better graphics. I mentioned this in my last rant. I never carried on playing a game I hated because the graphics were so awesome, and I never stopped playing a game I really enjoyed because the graphics were horrible. It never happened. There, if you take a game like a cake, you have the the foundation, the most important thing that makes the cake eating a cake eating. That's the gameplay. Then you put some whipped cream on the cake to enhance it. That's kind of the graphics. And then you put a cherry on top to give it a last little bit of mwah. That's a story. So that's for me. That's game. That's a game for me. If a game has a horrible or non-existent story, but I still enjoy the gameplay, hey, why not? I can eat a cake without a cherry on top. That's kind of fine. And if the graphics aren't that good, fine, I can eat a cake without whipped cream. That's totally fine. Even without whipped cream and a cherry. It's totally okay. But I don't want to eat just whipped cream and cherries, because that's kind of not eating a cake. If that metaphor makes any kind of sense. I don't know. Anyways. I'm looking forward to Legends of Grimrock. I think it's also indie developer. The problem with the term indie developer nowadays is, what is an indie developer? I mean, they created a studio, so I wouldn't say they are independent. The same with Mojang. Of course, Minecraft is the indie project thing. Then again, I didn't follow the history of Minecraft. I think it started with just this one guy, and then he carried on and making it a company that creates games. I would say that's okay. It's totally fine. But I think the person who made Braid, he got supported by Microsoft. And that's kind of the thing. What is an indie developer? Is it the size of the people? Is it the money they have? What if Sheikh, I don't know if I pronounce it right, in Arabia, those people who sell the oil and are very rich. What if one of them says, I want to make a game. I know coding and I have $400 billion on my bank account. Is he an indie developer? If he does it alone, or does he have too much money and stuff like that? That's the problem with the independent developer. I'm pretty sure if I sit down and start programming something and just spend my free time in the game, that would be called independent development. But if there are already like 5 people and they're supported by a bigger company, like, hey, I give you money and you give me revenue if you sell the game, I'm not sure if that's called independent. It's more like freelancing. I don't know. I don't really care, to be honest. As long as the games are good, I don't really give a flying fuck. But I kind of prefer the people who make good games without a huge, with focus on the gameplay. That's the most important thing for me. Of course, the problem nowadays is, but then again, Minecraft kinda showed that you don't need awesome graphics to make a very addicting game. But like I said, of course, I would play Minecraft if the graphics were better. Sure, I would like it without my whipped cream and without the cherry, because the cake is good. No? And the first person who makes that the cake is a lie reference is going to be blocked or something. I don't know. Oh, I hate this meme. Oh. Everywhere you hear the cake is a lie, the cake is a lie. Yes, it's not funny anymore after 20 billion years. I don't know. Like I said, I hope that AAA developers kind of realize that it's more important to have a fun game in a game and not like, oh, I'm playing another FPS again. Oh, I'm shooting Soviets again. It's kind of an endless circle. We need a new enemy, so let's make it the Russians. The Russians are always good for enemies. Let's shoot them because they're Russians or something. I don't know. I kind of prefer alien worlds or medieval worlds. I don't really care for modern conflicts or something. Yeah. Without DRM, I can understand companies having some functionalities to save their games from being pirated. So he mentioned in the email that he is against online activation. I'm not really. Like I said, it depends. It depends how it's done. What I kind of hate is this new, oh, you have to call us if you want to deinstall the game, or if your hard drive broke and you want to reinstall the game, and you have to call us and we have to give you the allowance to reinstall it again and reset the install count or something. That's utterly retarded. If video games had this since the beginning, I'm pretty sure I would be the best football star in Europe or something, because I wouldn't have played video games at all. I would have just been like, hey, guys, fuck you. I'm playing football now. Or soccer, if you want to call it. Because it's kind of ridiculous what they have nowadays with the pirating thing. I always love the argument, 5 million people downloaded our game from the Pirate Bay. That are 30 million we didn't, $300 million we didn't get. No, because I'm pretty sure if the Pirate Bay wouldn't offer your game, those 5 million people wouldn't have gotten it anyways. At least not everyone. I had this kind of time where I was like, there wasn't that much money in my pocket, but I still kind of wanted new games, so I did actually get some, let's say, external copies. I know it's kind of retarded to mention this on the internet, but it's been a long time. I'm pretty sure nobody cares, and you don't know my name anyways. Ha 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 ha. But let me finish this train of thought. When I liked the game that I played, I bought it. Seriously, I bought it. Because I was like, okay, this is a good game, I want to support the people who made it. If I didn't like the game, I threw the CD away and I was like, okay, this game was a piece of shit. And I didn't even play it. And demos, you don't really have demos anymore, especially not at that time, especially not for the games I wanted to play. Nowadays, it's kind of different. Nowadays, I don't even want to download games anymore because they don't interest me in the slightest. It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad if I go down games market and I'm like, yeah, I want none of these games. None of these games interests me in the slightest. It's kind of sad. Anyways, and not to mention, I haven't pirated a game since 16 years or something, and it weren't that many that I downloaded anyway, so I'm pretty sure the market didn't get unstable because of me. Anyways, yeah, indie games, good idea, should be supported. It's kinda, well, oversaturated little bit. Wouldn't even call it indie anymore. But the thing is with indie games, people who complain a lot about video games. Oh, there are so few real female characters in modern games nowadays. They can make their own game. I never understand people who always complain about stuff. Well, make it yourself. Hollywood is not going to change the way they produce films. They produce films they know they will sell. If you want to make a film with a main character, protagonist, a guy who cries all the time and shows emotions, then fine, make one. Don't go over the $5 budget because you won't get much in return, but hey, make one, why not? Silly people. Anyways, I will just merge this together with I'll just upload this as part B or something. Because I really forgot about the message. Sorry. Anyways, again, I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see each other soon. So, take care and goodbye.